I'm sorry. Just really surreal that we're doing this right now.
Two mothers reported missing in the same region on the same day. But where one woman's family now has some answers, the other has none.
She just kind of up and disappeared.
Sherri Papini's roadside abduction and sudden return weeks later made national headlines. A case one Northern California family believes may have overshadowed their own loss. But now,
do you think there's foul play involved with her disappearance?
Crime Watch Daily is on the case.
Both dogs came around and detected something, probably blood.
We're retracing mother of four Stacey Smart's final steps before oblivion, a search for answers to a mystery unsolved.
If a person wanted to dispose of a body, there are a lot of opportunities.
These days, when the Smart family gathers around the dinner table, there's no such thing as small talk.
What was she like as an older sister?
She was free. She was nurturing. She would take care of you. She took care of everybody.
We called her sometimes Stacey because she was just kind of flighty and fun, you know, just wanting to have fun. And you'd be driving down the road with her and she'd have you stop and jump out and pick flowers on the side of the road and just a real free spirit.
But no matter what whims she might be chasing, the Weaverville, California native always made time for her family.
How often did you and your mom talk?
My mom and I spoke at least twice a week, if not more.
Take me through the last time that you saw her.
She stopped by my house. She seemed very happy, and we were making plans to get together for Halloween.
But Nicole says in the weeks leading up to Halloween, her grandma, Stacey's mom, tried calling Stacey several times, and not only was there no answer,
the home phone was disconnected. My grandmother was concerned at that point. It had been throughout a couple weeks before Halloween, and I figured she would be stopping by soon or call soon to get together for Halloween.
When Halloween came and went, with still no word from Stacey, the family took action.
We went to the house, nobody was there, we left a note, please contact us, it's an emergency, it's important. And no call from her.
But there was one person Stacey's family hoped might know more, should know more.
She was living with her boyfriend, Tony Brand, at that time. She moved in the beginning of the spring. She was with him for about 6 months.
He was a local home care worker / karaoke DJ, and in Tony, Stacey seemed to have found her other half.
They both were very happy, and she was telling me how awesome they were together. That she was happy and she was doing really good.
That is, until she wasn't.
A month before she had gone missing, she did call my grandmother, and she was crying on the phone and said that Tony had been cheating on her.
The two reportedly patched things up, but roughly a month after that tearful call, Stacey was gone, and no one could seem to find Tony either.
So at this point, the couple is just missing. Your mom's gone, boyfriend's gone. What are you thinking?
I just became very concerned.
Started asking around, anybody seen her, does anyone know where she is? And nobody's seen her for 2 weeks.
Not since October 15th, to be exact.
And a neighbor witnessed something.
The neighbors, they went to a birthday party at their neighbor's house. And after this party, one of the neighbors had seen Tony and Stacey fighting.
So from there, I decided to file a missing persons report.
The date was November 2nd, the same day Sherri Papini disappeared less than an hour away.
She had daughters there, grandchildren, friends and acquaintances that she'd known for years. Like, she has all these connections to the community, yet she's made no attempt to contact any of them.
Yeah, she just literally vanished.
Yes.
Stacey's family tells police what little they know, then begin their own investigation, hiring a private detective and doing everything they can to track down that other missing person.
At what point, since the time you filed the missing persons report, did you get a hold of Tony Brand?
It was about a week later.
And it was already the 8th of November. He was there. He was polite. He invited us in. He didn't say very much.
But what he did say didn't sit right with Stacey's family.
When you would ask, "Where's my sister?" "I don't know." How do you not know? How do you wake up one day and just not know where your live-in girlfriend is? And he's like, "I don't know, she left."
Stacey's sister wasn't buying it.
I made a few phone calls to people that have contact with Tony and Stacey on a daily basis. And when they told me that Tony had told him that Stacey had moved out 2 weeks prior. So then I called one more person that had a daily contact with them, and he said that Tony had told him that my sister had gotten violent and he had to make her move.
And when Stacey's daughter and son-in-law asked Tony about it, the story seemed to change once again.
Tony had said that she left several notes and that she was nearby and she had been back to his house several times. I asked him if I could see the notes. He said he didn't know where the notes were.
Did he express any type of emotion?
No, just she's been in and out of my house, and she must be okay. She must be close by.
So he's saying he's seen her from time to time since...
Well, he said that she'd been in and out, but he wasn't there.
Growing more suspicious by the second, Stacey's family asked to have a look around the house.
And her stuff was all there.
Yes. I made it down the hall and into their bedroom, and the carpet was missing, an oval that was like cut out. And that was odd to me. I took pictures with my phone.
We went out there with a team of forensic scientists to search the house. I saw the patchwork rug carpet that they were talking about, but that's also been there for a significant amount of time, according to our sources, who personally knew Stacey and Tony, and they had been talking about doing that together and coming up with kind of a collage of carpet, if you will, in that house. So that wasn't anything that I particularly found peculiar.
But as the last known person to see Stacey, police did bring Tony in for questioning.
What was the story that he gave to you?
He said during their relationship at one particular point she had left, didn't give him any information that she was leaving. He started seeing another woman, then she came back and they rekindled their relationship. He figured that's what happened to her again. That's why he didn't think it was too terribly suspicious, because she had done it to him in the past.
And did you believe that? Did you find that a valid story?
I find it an interesting story. Whether or not I believe it, I don't really think it's appropriate to comment on.
But Stacey's family wasn't holding back.
So no one buys the "she took off and left me" story?
I don't believe she would ever put her family through that.
And to Stacey's loved ones, the story seemed even more unlikely when authorities learned that the last time Stacey's bank card was used was October 16th, the day after she was reportedly seen at that party with Tony.
In the beginning of the investigation, he was asked to take a lie detector test. He refused and said, if I need to, I will take one, but I need to have a lawyer. And I pressured him on social media. I said, Tony Brand, I will pay for a lawyer for you to take the test. I'll raise up the funds, get a lawyer so you can take the test.
And that worked? The pressure?
He agreed to take a test. He set up a time and date to take it.
But when that time came,
Tony Brand never showed up for the test.
coming up,
We pinged an object on the lake that looked to be human remains.
the search for Stacey is on.
There was, believe it or not, carpeting that washed up on the lake shore here.
You're kidding me.